Hey everyone, welcome back. We are excited to talk to you guys today about nutrition.
Yeah, we've been on a bit of a nutrition journey since the last time we've recorded. It's been a journey. I mean, I've been fine. I know you struggled like way more with this.
Yeah.
Somebody's a carbaholic.
And I'm super picky. Like there's specific things that I like, and that's it.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
A burger with just cheese. Well, I guess a cheeseburger with just mayo. All the carbs.
Pretty much.
All the processed carbs. So we've been on this journey now a little over a month, like 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I just was not feeling good. Like that, what came about was just like there was a lot of, and I won't go into too much TMI, don't worry, but like I was just having some like gut issues and just bathroom issues, just things I wanted to fix because I was like, this doesn't seem like it's right. Like,
well, and your energy's been both of our energy's been super low. And then like we've been like, we exercise consistently and we were consistently not getting the results that we wanted. So
yeah, I would say that was probably the biggest part of it.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing we needed to like fix.
Yeah, because like back in December, like all of last year, we were kind of watching. We've got the Fitbit app, and we tracked things through there, and we weren't even like the end of last year. We weren't really working out. We weren't really, I was eating cream cheese and crackers at 10:30 at night most nights because I was hungry. So just stupid. So sorry if any of you eat cream cheese and crackers at 10:30. I get it. But yeah, so I was just like, okay, I'm 110 pounds and 20% body fat, and I'm not even trying. I'm not working out, and I'm just eating whatever I want. And then like January hit, I quit my job, started working from home, and it was still like good, but then like obviously everything with COVID hit, but even before then, like everything was just on the rise. Like you can drastically see even from like the lifetime of my Fitbit, that's 5 years, I think, and it's just it's had its ups and downs, and then it's just skyrocket. So I'm like, listen, this is a runaway train. We got to figure this out.
Yeah, so we're like, hey, let's get back to our old routine. We're working out, watching what we're eating, and nothing was working.
It was still just like
so I know like some of that has to be our age too. So like we're getting older.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
We'll just say mid-30s.
Mid-30s. So that obviously has some effect on things. So back in, well, you started looking at stuff in August, and then in September, you set up the appointment.
Yeah, we had like a little meet and greet. So we got to meet them on Zoom, see if we even liked them. It's called New View Nutrition down in Clarkston, Michigan. And they were really great because we both wanted some place like we've been patching things for so many years. That was the hard part, is like, I didn't want another patch. I didn't want another, like we've been already doing supplements and clearly they weren't working. So I needed someone to just like hook me up to some, I don't know, things and tell me like what's wrong with me.
And they're a little bit more, they're like a little bit more than just a nutritionist. Like they're fun, like their big thing is like functional medicine. So it's like, oh, if you have high blood pressure, like instead of just medicating you, which I mean, obviously like you had to take medicine for that, but it's like, instead of just medicating you, it's like, well, let's get to the root cause of this and really figure it out versus just giving you a pill and then you go on your way. It's like, well, you have your pill, but which is the patch, but the overall thing is the overall end goal is to get you off the blood pressure. Yeah. Not that either one of us have high blood pressure. We're like good there. We just want to lose weight.
Yeah.
And have more energy and clarity and focus, like all those things. So that's like the big thing that we're focusing on. And I guess there's I'm going to probably say it wrong. Candida.
I think so. Candida.
Yeah, Candida. It's just a yeast that is, it's in everybody. But typically like with like the standard American diet, you end up with an overgrowth of Candida, which causes like lack of energy, more bloating, late night cravings.
Yeah.
There's a whole long list.
There's a list of things and like a lot of things that it affects. And it just like once we started learning about this, I'm just like checking all of the boxes of just like, yes, I have all of these things. And there's little tests and things that you can figure out of, how bad you have it. And there's things called leptin, which kind of messes up with like you're wanting to eat. And so then you think that you're hungry late at night, which I definitely have that. That's definitely my like worst thing is it'll be, I have all of my calories even now still, cause we're still going through this process, but it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm like, I'm hungry. I have to go to bed because I'm just going to go and snack.
Yeah. And you're hungry for like cream cheese and crackers, not like, oh, I'm just going to go eat an apple. You're like, no. So it's, everything's been like really, I don't know. It's been interesting. Like everything, we're learning. And I thought like I knew like some stuff about nutrition and I guess I didn't.
Yeah. So basically what they did is, so we went in, we had to do like this fasting for a couple of hours and they checked our like body composition and they talked to us about stuff. And so we did like a slow start because I'm extremely picky. So for me to go from like A to Z was not going to work. And then Alex, he actually, we didn't really realize it at the time, but he was just drinking so much caffeine. And so they did this a slow start with us where it was like, okay, let's just take some of the things that you normally eat and just change it up. So instead of the Cheez-Its that I would just go and smash like half a box for a snack, it would be, okay, let's have carrots and hummus or goat cheese with
like nut thin. They're called nut thins. It's a type of cracker. It's exactly what it sounds like. Nut thins.
Yeah. And so it's just kind of like switching up some of those snacking. So I still have, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and two or three snacks mixed in there. So it was really nice to have that gradual. And I really had to be in the mindset of like, I have to do this. I have no other option. Like I want to change so bad that I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Can't eat like a 12-year-old anymore.
Can't eat like a 12-year-old anymore. That's what I told her on the meet and greet. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I eat like a 12-year-old. I almost didn't do it. Like if Alex wouldn't have done it, there's no way I would have done it because I was like, this is just going to be way too hard. But I'm really glad that we did because we're already like making some changes and we're finding things that I actually like. And like with my taste buds, because I'm not eating all of those processed foods and the things that are just bad for you. And like, my taste buds are actually already starting to change. So I'm liking some things that maybe I hadn't liked before. So Alex has been making like roasted broccoli with Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top. And like, not that I'm like, yeah, give me some more broccoli.
Like the legit Parmesan cheese, not the stuff that comes in the green canister. Like
real
like
Parmesan
craft, real Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff is just like a lot healthier options. If I go out somewhere, making sure that I get the veggies. And so I've been like forcing myself, but being like, okay, let's just try it. Let's see if you like it. And I've just been pleasantly surprised on some of the things of, veggies and things like that I actually like.
Yeah. And I mean, it's the biggest struggle for me, and it was like the beginning, like the first 2 weeks, was going from like 500 or 600 milligrams. So it's like 5 to 6 cups of coffee a day. Granted, not all that was coffee. Some of that would be like an energy drink or a Diet Coke, different things. But it ended up being like 400 or 500 milligrams a day of caffeine to going down to 1 cup. So 100 milligrams, which anybody that's ever tried to do that, like the struggle is real.
Yeah,
like I had to take like 1 nap a day during that first 2 weeks. But then like after that, like my energy levels were like on the and so that's been great. And
yes, we've had another appointment since our first one. We had one more appointment. And then that's where our food changed even more. So they're having us be more of like gluten-free, dairy-free, that sort of way. But it's very much like, okay, I need to have specifically this much protein, this many fruits, this many veggies, this many legumes, beans.
Yeah, beans, peas. Those are your legumes.
What are the other categories we have to?
You gotta have so many fats because fats are actually like a good thing. It's a total myth that they make you fat. Carbs actually make you fat, not fat.
Yeah.
So protein, vegetables. You're allowed so many like carbs, like nut thins or quinoa, which I bought quinoa and I realized I have no idea how to cook it, so it's still sitting in the pantry.
I would have guessed it would have gone in the fridge. So I don't know anything about quinoa.
Yeah, it's like a type of it's like a rice.
Like a rice. All right.
Like a rice. Yeah. So we have that. So yeah, you get like
That's
one
that's a
serving.
call
So
of
basically
Karen.
a serving is 1 cup, or like for protein is 4 ounces. And then like I get 6 servings of fat, which the nutritionist was like, "Oh, I'm really jealous of you that you get that much because I think you only get 4."
Yes.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
I don't know. When okay.
Oh, we
so,
get 3 servings of fruit too. So that's like the big thing. But it's low glycemic fruit. So it's gonna be your berries and apples. So I've been doing a lot of berry smoothies, and then we throw a cup of spinach in there. So then it's like
we're hiding a lot of stuff into my smoothies. But we also had to make sure that we're breaking it up and not having like everything all in one meal. We have to spread out what we're having throughout the day. So that's the part where like I got in my car and cried because it's like I don't know how to figure these things out. I've never been taught that in 30 years of living on this earth, 30 plus years, living on this earth. So Alex got home. I cried and he's like, all right, let's figure this out. So we kind of wrote out some meal plans. So for me, that was a lot easier. Just be like, okay, if I follow what's on this sheet for this day, then I'll be good. Which, like you said, it's been for me, it was like 2 smoothies a day, different kinds of snacks. And then Alex makes, because he's such a great cook. I don't, let's just be honest. I don't know how to cook. And then he'll make like a really good meal. So a lot of times it like the panza pasta and peas, broccoli. So we've just been like mixing it up with different things. We had some really like yummy burgers the other day. So it's actually been pretty good.
Yeah. And then like, so where we're going with this is that we didn't realize, and like we're still like on the upswing. So it's going to be great to see where we end up, but we didn't realize like how bad we're feeling. And then like, it'd be like how many days it'd be like 3:30 and like you're just exhausted and you're like I can't focus anymore, I can't get any more work done, I can't get like I'm not motivated.
And it was so weird because I've never been that way. I've always been like the Energizer Bunny that's go
all the time
till 11 o'clock at night, and at midnight even Alex is like, I'm going to bed, and I'm like, nope, staying up, I'm not tired, which obviously that's not good either. Like I need to give myself that bedtime. But yeah, it was just I was not like, okay, this was different, this was weird, and I just don't get tired at 3-5 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I've been really excited for, is just getting like my motivation back and getting my energy levels back. So it's like
being more creative.
Yeah. So now we can tackle like some of our projects like with a lot more energy, which helps get things done sooner and faster and like just better
and more things done. It's been, like, oh, let's go and clean the gutters because I've got energy. All right, so we just go and clean the gutters. Like it's just kind of random things, but even stuff for like work where it's like, okay, we have this idea and we're able to
like we gotta put this webinar together, and like it versus like, oh well, we could, or well, I'll kind of get to it, and it's like, no, just like this morning we wrapped it all up and got it launched and good to go.
Yeah, so just like let's just go. And so it's just been like Alex said, the energy is back. Like I'm still getting to the point where it's 11 o'clock and I'm not feeling tired, but I know like getting on that sleep schedule is going to be helping me. And I'm still tired in the mornings, but I'm not as tired. I'm not like, I still hit snooze once or twice, but it's not like, okay, I'm just going to continue to hit snooze forever. So things like that have definitely.
I think half the time it's just, you just enjoy laying in there with the cats.
Yeah. CT just comes in and like snuggles with me, and I'm just like, I just don't want to get up because she's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the energy, the mental clarity is coming back. That's been really nice. Of just like thinking of things. And then that also helps with the creative process. So I've been doing different Facebook Lives, and it was always like, okay, granted, we have like a list now of some of the things to do the Facebook Lives about, but I've been able to, once I've started that, now I'm like, oh, I could do a Facebook Live about this or that, and actually coming up with like more of lists of things to be talking about. And then I have more of that energy on camera and my voice, and it's just like all of those things. And we
Yeah,
just,
or even making phone calls, like just
Yeah.
that. I mean, every facet. That's why it's like, nutrition really, we just did not realize like how big of a deal it was. And it's like, not that like we ate bad when we were growing up. But like it was always like you had your meat, potatoes, corn, which is really just a carb. That does not count as a vegetable.
yeah.
And like that, I had school lunch growing
Yeah.
up. Like that was
And then
a consistent
college
thing.
hits, and you're just like, all right, DiGiorno's and
Beer.
Yeah. A lot of beer.
Yeah. Ramen noodles, oatmeal, like things that were like fast, easy, cheap.
Yeah.
Not that the DiGiorno's are really cheap, but that was like,
They were filling.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, I mean, I know like your dinners in college were what?
Do we really want to go down this road? I would get the block Velveeta cheese and like microwave it and get like the
Tostito
chips.
Yeah.
Not even scoops. I was too cheap for scoops. I had to get the big bag. And then that's what I would have for dinner. Or I would have Cheez-Its for dinner.
Or spaghetti.
Or
cream cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
Spaghetti is like, if she's making dinner.
Yeah, if I was making dinner, I was making spaghetti. Yes, I did a lot of like those frozen meals that are full of sodium.
But then like as we like got into our adult life, and then like especially like after we got married, so we'll be married 5 years in December, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But it was like, well, now we have money, we have resources, so like we just go out to dinner. And then we'd go out to dinner, and it's like, well, let's have a drink or two. So like
you're drinking a couple of nights.
Yeah, especially like during like with the Rona.
Rona.
Yeah. So with the Rona, like the last 6 months, I was really like trying to like spend money in our local businesses.
Yeah.
My family has a couple a bar and a restaurant, and then I know quite a few other people that have restaurant, like they're local in our community. So it's like, oh, let's go out. Let's support them. But it was not supporting our waistline at all.
So we will be taking, we took measurements and pictures just prior to us going to the doctor. So in a couple of days, we're going to be taking new measurements, new pictures, and we're just really excited to see like this. Not only is it the scale, like that the number on the scale isn't what really matters for us. It's more of like, how do we feel? How are we looking? How are we? Like I can fit back into my jeans now, which is a really nice feeling because all summer long I look like a little sausage trying to squeeze into my shorts. So it's just like they weren't comfortable. I wanted to wear baggy shirts. So, it's just like those types of things. It's kind of crappy that we did this after summer. But, hey, better now than later, and I'll be great.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to Breckenridge for our 5-year anniversary, and then San Antonio in January, and then Cancun in March.
March/April. Yeah.
So
we have some trips coming up. So what we're doing now, because we definitely feel that like the way that we're eating now, it's not a diet. It is going to be like our new lifestyle, and this is going to be like the way that we eat now, because this is something that is sustainable where, you have these facets that you fit into, and it's just eat like, as long as we're staying in that, because I'm feeling full and just good.
Yeah. I really haven't felt like we've been dieting much.
Not really restricting. I mean, not being able to eat cheese thing was pretty devastating to me, but I've been able to find like
a little bit of Parmesan, some goat cheese, like a lot of those cheeses, but like your American slices, like
my God, cheddar. Like I would get like the chunk cheese and have that like chunk cheese and crackers. That was a huge staple for me.
It's a great boat snack.
It's so good. Okay, we're just not going to talk about that. But yeah, so this is going to be a long journey for us. So we'll be talking about this more later.
Yeah, well, we're going to revisit it. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know, like we're by no means like health experts, clearly, like not a nutrition guru or anything, but it's just like, we just found it really interesting that like the results that we've already been seeing, like in our personal life and like in our business life, just from getting our diet in order.
Yeah.
So
just what we're fueling our bodies with is really just healthy. It's sustainable. It's not anything crazy. I mean, carrots or green peppers with hummus, like that's an easy snack. Super easy.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We'll be talking to you soon.
All right, thanks guys. Bye.